Hi there, this is Mike Graham of Weightloss and Personal Development, and today I'm going to talk to you about the role of the mind in your weight loss journey. I talk about this because it's of paramount importance. You can have all the techniques you want, all the know-how, but if your mind isn't engaged in doing this, then you're never going to reach your goal. And that's just a given. So your mind has to be fully engaged. First of all, you have to have a strong enough why. Why do you want to lose weight? Is it for your health? Well, a lot of people have to lose weight because of their health, and that's a very good reason, because health automatically improves when you do lose weight. Heart health, that is, kidney health, your blood pressure goes down, diabetes seems to become a far lower danger. Your risk of cancer goes down, and various other things. Your lungs are more able to deal with things. I mean, it's not surprising, because if you are overweight, and certainly when you're middle-aged and overweight, there is a risk from high blood pressure, which is a difficult thing to deal with, because high blood pressure creates the conditions for strokes, heart attacks, and kidney failure. So it's also much easier to exercise when you've lost weight, which again improves your overall health, and so forth. Now, it could just be for other reasons. You want to attract somebody, you want to actually attract yourself. And very, very often it's found that the number one reason why people do anything, why people improve their lives at all, is because they want to get love. And this is, to improve your loving yourself. It's not surprising, if you change from being an overweight person who doesn't look very attractive to suddenly somebody who's the right weight and starting to look attractive, then, you're bound to love yourself more, because you've achieved it. You've got your body back to being how it should be. And that's no small feat. Don't underestimate how hard it is for some people to lose weight. But what will keep them on the path to doing it is their minds. And something that develops during losing weight is actually your focus. If you're going to do it properly, you have to be focused on the job in hand. You have to make sure that you, over a period of time, day after day, meal after meal, you're not overstepping the mark. You're eating the right amount of the right food. And if this means weighing it and measuring it, then so be it. That never did anybody any harm. It's far better for you to weigh your food than to not know how much you're eating and to have one of the nasty health risks happen. And so forth. So don't underestimate the power of measurement, because once you measure how much you're having and weigh it, then you've got a handle on the whole food thing. And as long as you're just keeping to the food plans, and that's, again, your mind will keep you there. Instead of allowing that part of you to say, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have such and such? It'll just say, well, yeah, when you get there. For now, you're going to have this food. And, it's great. It's good for you and it's tasty. So just enjoy it. And so forth. Your mindset, you have to be aware that you can do it, obviously. I mean, for some people, it's sort of a case of, oh, well, other people can lose weight, but I can't because of A, B, or C. If that's the wrong mindset, of course you can. If you've got a calorie-controlled food plan which works, then believe you me, you can do it. It's just a case of getting your mind into the right space and understanding that you can do it, and that you can really achieve anything you want to if you put your mind to it. I mean, people fob themselves off, and I'm no saint in regards to this. I've done that myself often enough. They don't give themselves the credit for being able to do more than they think they can do. But if you have the right mindset, you'll realise you can do it. It's just, a certain amount of hard work. And, if you have to make sacrifices, but you have a greater goal, then why don't you just make the sacrifices? They're worth making. You know, if it means going without your favourite instant food, your favourite fast food, a bucket of Kentucky Fried or a burger from McDonald's, then, you know, for hell's sake, go without it. You know, treat yourself better. You're better really than to have a bucket of Kentucky Fried anyway, but, you know, don't tell too many other people that. I mean, Kentucky Fried is fairly revolting, and fast food burgers ain't a fat lot better. You know, if you get into the habit of cooking yourself decent food, then you're going to find your health improves as well. You know, not just losing weight, but getting the proper nutrition in. And which is why I like to work along the lines of, you know, nutrition is as valuable to you as actually weight loss, because the two go hand in hand, and getting the right fuel into the body gives you the proper functioning body so that you can do everything. Your mind will work better anyway. But in any project, your mindset is about 80% of it, maybe more. Skills and skill sets and techniques and the technology and the know-how, it's about 20%. The mindset is at least 80% of it, maybe more, you know, just being in the right space, understanding that you can do it, understanding that you can drive through, that you can follow through on a thing, that you can take this project to the limit, that you know exactly that you can go day after day after day after day ad infinitum if necessary, following the food plan, making sure that you don't eat too much and that you eat the right things. And that way you get to the goal. And what do you have at the end? Oh, a lovely new body that you can tone up and that works much better for you because you've treated it with love and consideration and you have been good to yourself. And that's it. That's the bottom line. You know, you're on a making yourself happier project. Because for most people, being overweight is a compromising position. They don't want to be overweight, you know. And people are quite sensitive to how they look. They wish they weren't and that it didn't matter. And on a day-to-day level, they may think they're doing okay because they sneak in another little treat, or they eat too much, they have too much carbohydrate food, or they have another fast food meal from a takeaway and so forth. And they may think that they can lose weight after they've done it, but actually the best time to start losing weight is now, followed by the next time you think of it. But keeping it, you know, your mind will automatically actually click into gear anyway when you're losing weight and you're seeing results such as being successful at it, finding that the pounds do come off. That is the greatest incentive you can have, actually finding that it's working for you losing weight, that you are losing weight when you're trying to, and the pounds are coming off. That's the greatest incentive to carry on with it, because you gain a momentum and you end up becoming unstoppable with it, because you know it works and you know it's good for you, and you know, hang anything else that gets in the way. I mean, I became quite lethal, really, in guarding my territory when I was losing weight. I didn't want to go out for a drink. I didn't want to go out for meals with people who didn't understand that I ate different food, if you like, that I ate especially. I didn't want to hang out with people that were negative about it, that didn't actually think I was doing myself some good, and you know, so forth. Because that way you guard yourself from negative intrusions. And it's good to actually do it, you know, cast a bit of dead wood away. Stop being around people that maybe aren't that in favour of you anyway. And the mind will just follow the right course if you're good with it. You know, if you see that you're doing well losing weight, then that just provides the incentive to carry on doing it, because you know that you've become good at it and that you can do it. And that's the biggest triumph of all. is actually knowing, get a clear indication that you can do it, and if you've beaten yourself in part, particularly if you had thought that it was impossible, how were you going to take the weight off, that you've beaten that and that you're in charge. So don't underestimate the power of the mind in all this, and knowing that your mind is the thing that has to stay clear, the thing that has to be engaged, the thing that will carry you through, that will take you to your goal and beyond, and keep you in the right place. And, so it's worth actually developing your mindset. So personal development is very important in regard to that. And keeping up to speed, developing yourself as a person, keeping on growing, making progress, because we tend to be happier when we're growing. If we're not growing or making progress, we don't really feel that happy. We feel negative about our lives. We're going nowhere. And just becoming a bigger person, a better person, that's the greatest incentive of all. And going after more self-love, loving ourselves more, and probably the love of people around us, because if they see that we're doing ourselves good, they tend to respond to it and feel good themselves. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say today, but mindset is very important in losing weight, and don't underestimate it. And if you want to get a free PDF, I'll put a link at the bottom in the description, and that'll tell you how you can get this free PDF on weight loss tips. And I hope that's useful to you, but keep your mind working and on the job. Thank you.